Jerry Ward appeared to look good just hours before his sudden death at the age of 46. Ward had been complaining about a rib pain hours before his passing, but the bodybuilder's cause of death has not yet been made official. In a video posted on his supplement brand and personal training program account, Bios to Training, hours before his death, Ward was described as looking good and doesn't seem like he's having difficulty. A follower said, "So sad, so young, never expected Jerry to go so early, looked healthy." Wearing a black shirt with embroideries on the chest, Ward eagerly discussed common sense, online information, intermittent fasting, and weight drugs. Many in the bodybuilding community said that they were truly shocked about the death of the athlete, who had previously spoken about dealing with depression and addiction. Ward was widely known for his love of bodybuilding and his wide knowledge of the sport. As well as his successful career as a bodybuilder, Ward had built up a large following online thanks to his YouTube channel, which had 155,000 subscribers. In his Instagram post, Udit said, "Sadly, we lost a terrific friend today with the passing of Jerry Ward. Jerry died suddenly last night. He was here in Pittsburgh commenting on the live stream of the NPC team, Collegiate, and Masters Nationals. In the NPC and IFBB Pro League over the years, Jerry was an excellent competitor, judge, expediter, head judge, and PPV commentator. His knowledge of the sport of bodybuilding was unparalleled. Jerry was liked and loved by everyone he came into contact with. We are devastated at his passing." According to RX Muscles' Dave Palumbo, Ward was complaining to a friend that he thought he pulled a left rib. Palumbo said he thought the injury was caused after carrying luggage to where he was staying while undertaking his recent live stream duties. He added Ward had used a massage chair but thought the problem with his rib felt worse after. A friend of Ward, Rich, had told him to get it checked out by a doctor, but Ward decided to sleep it off instead, Palumbo said. Rich texted Ward to remind him to show up for the live stream duties on Saturday, but Udit told him that Ward had died. The bodybuilder leaves behind his wife, Erin Merritt. Our heartfelt condolences to Jerry's friends and family.
All right, let's talk about some stuff here. So let's begin with, 2021, when we saw a lot of bodybuilders pass away, that it started to get concerning and people started talking, etc. And of course the drug aspect came up. And I agree 100% that the drugs do have something to do with these people passing away, 100%. Just like smoking has, something to do with other people passing away. Just like, diets high in cholesterol, diets low in exercise. All of these things will have a cumulative effect on a person, especially when you're getting up there 40, 45, 50 years old, etc. When we start doing steroids, it is like dabbling with it, right? We start out with, like, for me, I'll use myself for an example, because that's all I can really talk about is myself. So I started out with a little bit of testosterone, right? A cc of testosterone. Move up to 2 cc's of testosterone. Next cycle, you learn how to use equipoise. So you're using like single compounds, right? In the beginning, which I honestly think is kind of like the healthiest way to do it when you first start. Now, it's not the same for everybody, right? We have all these bodybuilders that passed away over 40. We have Sean Roden, who was almost 300 pounds. We have John Meadows, who had downsized, but still was pretty big for his height. Phil Hernan was hanging on to his weight. I mean, all these different people that, Rich Piana is another example, walking around at 280, 290, for I don't know how many years of his life, and then over 40, I think it was 44 or 46 when he passed. Too much. It's too much, and we know that. Like, the data is there, and that these 40-year-olds, many of them, like myself, I'm 46 now, started this journey when they were 14. I was 14 when I started. Some people 15, 16, 17, 18, whatever the case may be. So when you start this journey to build your physique at 14 years old, right? And then I go on steroids at 20. And then I'm competing, and my physique is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm every year I'm trying to get bigger than I was before, better than I was before, right? And then all of a sudden 40 hits, right? And you're still feeling good. Like, you don't feel like you hit 40 in that morning and you're like, oh, I feel like shit, I'm 40, I gotta cut everything out. You still feel good. Make sure they put an extra 20 pounds of fluid in me, in that coffin, because I want to be so big and so heavy. People are like, damn, even in death, he's big and huge and heavy, and he get the last word, etc. Like, that's where I was. And now my mindset is, look, I don't know how much time I have left. I'm watching, my friends and peers drop around me, like, in the last couple of years. I've know other peers that are having medical conditions that they don't talk about. And that's another thing. Everything I'm talking about here right now, if you're watching this video, you're going through it, talk about it. Put it out there.
If you enjoyed the anabolic content like these, like, share, and subscribe to Muscle Monster YouTube channel.